For small creatures such as we, the vastness is bearable only through love. Carl Sagan. In these present times, there is a deep calling now from the earth, and we are left where we rightfully belong. We have been aware of this calling, and yet these last few years has sent big wake-up calls: pandemic, war, natural disasters. Join us to remember the bigger earth story we came here to live. Hello and welcome to Water Spirit. Messages, news, concepts, and all things wild. This is Mbali Marais. If you would like more of this, please hit the subscribe button. I invite you to dig deep into the earth with me today. Our self-worth is the only currency that matters. We are given the responsibility to be stewards of the earth, whether we own land or not. The messages from Earth have come in many different packages: pandemics, fires, tornadoes, floods, violence, war, illness and anxiety, panic, literally not being able to breathe, and racism. We may feel we have lost our footing, lost the ground beneath our feet, a feeling of being stuck in the mud, in quicksand, feeling like everything is uprooted. Maybe we have had our share of mudslides and devastation. A spiritual homelessness is a dis-ease that infiltrates many on their earth walk, and yet we belong everywhere. How then does one enter the magic and the mystery of all of this? Being in alignment with Earth requires being out of alignment into that place where what is left is to compost, seed, plant, and grow from the dark, fertile soil. Compost is where the magic happens. Composting is necessary to sift through and leave what no longer serves us. The old stories, the behaviors, and the patterns. And yet, we tend to avoid the dirt. In the darkness, we turn in to look at ourselves, prepare the soil by nourishing and nurturing, feeding and watering the seeds to be planted. Earth, like all the elements, holds a mirror to our worthiness. I deserve. I do not need outside validation. I belong everywhere. I believe it was Michael Meade who said, the oldest Greek word for wisdom is dark knowledge. To be wise, a person has to understand both the dark and the light. Life is coming from the darkness, and world renews itself. End means loose end or remnant. Look for that thread. It can pull us back towards the center. A descent into the deep underground cave is a journey to a most remote land, where to the seeker, with the right mindset, the door to the numinous may be found. Cave work, then, is earth knowledge, knowledge hidden inside in the darkness, knowledge hidden in the earth. When we remember our bigger earth story, we remember our lineages, our ancestors without whom we would not be here. We remember all the beings, water, mountain, nature, the spirits of all of these. We carry a piece of their story, not only the wrongdoings, but also their gifts, their strength, and their resilience. To remember our bigger earth story is to remember we are not all there is. We are who we are and more of our reason for being. Then a healing happens. Welcome home. Earth teaches us that community is being in communion with and includes all beings and is a call to connection. Loss of connection to the land, to the soil, we have lost connection to ourselves and the bigger earth story we came here to live. We can no longer be complicit or small or stand alone. I can only be me and you are you, a very shortened version of the philosophy of Ubuntu out of South Africa. Community is everywhere, and home is deeply rooted in how we serve the earth. Earth teaches us about abundance. Take what you need. There is enough. I have enough. I am enough. If I consume and produce more, I enter the cycle of scarcity. So I overdo, overgive, overconsume, and overproduce. According to Vandana Shiva, these are acts of violence. And yet learning that sustainability stirs creation, we may build communities that stirs the soul's longing to create and come home. How then do we best engage and share to bring our gifts to our communities? When we are living our purpose and bringing our gifts to the world, we belong everywhere. We thrive, and our communities thrive. There is incredible power in a community of people who are together because they care and who are motivated by the ideals of compassion and creativity. John O'Donohue says this. And finally, maybe we need to show our children how to love the earth before trying to save it. Welcome home. This is Mbali Marais, Water Spirit. Please tune in to our following next sessions on mineral, the bones of the earth. Thank you for listening. Thank you for showing up and continuing to listen and hear these channels. I'm deeply grateful. And thank you to the ancestors for bringing us all together.